Italian means my kitchen. And I have a deliciousness today. It's all about pizza, but not the pizza that you think is going to be. The pizza that we're going to be making it is going to be with the watermelon. Yes, the watermelon. And I'm going to show you two kinds of pizza. A savory pizza and also a sweet pizza, because after all, we have to have our dessert. So let me tell you what I did. I took a cup of Greek yogurt, I put it into a cheesecloth, and then I put it into a container, and what came out of that is this liquid. This liquid, don't throw it away. I call it yogurt milk. You can utilize this for other things when you're making pancakes, or you can put it over cereals. I use it for all kinds of different ways. But don't throw it away because it's wonderful for you. And then what you get is you get this nice thick yogurt, okay? So what I want to talk about is what I'm going to be utilizing. I have taken a half of an English cucumber, I have shredded it, and then I put it into a cheesecloth or any cloth and squeeze all the water out, and that's what I have here. This is going to be for a savory pizza. So I'm going to give you the ingredients on the savory pizza, and then I will tell you how to do the other pizza. So what I have here is a half a cup of the yogurt, and then on this other one I have another half a cup because that's going to be for the sweet one. So let me get into the savory one. So we have what I just discussed with you, the wonderful cucumber, the English cucumber that I strained really tight to get all the water out. Here I have a tablespoon of oregano. I also have some crumbled goat cheese. I also have some Kalamata olives. And I also have some sliced cucumbers. And that's what's going to be our delicious savory pizza. So what I want to do is I want to get my wonderful guys over here. These are what I did is I took the watermelon and I sliced them. Let me move things out of the way because I'm going to do step by step. I'm not going to rush things. So what I want to do first is I want to take a brush. I got my cast iron skillet with the little ridges because what we want to do is we want to cook, yes, we are going to grill the watermelon. And I just want to brush the olive oil, guys, yes, onto the watermelon. I am going to hold it in my hand. I'm also going to do the other side because I'm going to do both sides. Make sure that you get it all in there. And then I'm going to put it in a hot cast iron skillet and I'm not going to touch it. Make sure that your cast iron skillet is nice and hot. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Because what we want to do is we want to give them the grill marks. And if you've never had grilled watermelon, oh, it's delicious. You know, and watermelon is so wonderful, especially now that it's hot. And, you know, it's good to have this because it just cools your body. I am going to grab one thing that I forgot here. I have one of these so I can turn this around. So while these guys are doing their thing, they're getting, you know, those little ridges, those little black ridges, I'm going to bring you back to the yogurt. To the yogurt, what I want to do is I want to take a good pinch of the oregano and I just really want to open up. Yes, you want, see what happens is when you put it between your hands and between your fingers, it opens up the oils. You know, even though it kind of seems that it's dry. All right, so that's what I want to do. And now what I'm going to take is I'm going to take a good portion of the wonderful cucumber So I have that. So this is going to be the topping. This is going to be what's going to go on the bottom. And I just want to really mix this very, very well. A half a cup is good for 2 nice big slices. And actually, this is what my husband and I are going to have for lunch. And it's going to be so good and so delicious, especially, you know, when it's hot. You know, the body needs something like this. Okay, so I'm done with that. Now, what I want to do over here is that I have some mint. And I want to take a couple of leaves of the mint. And this is the mint that I grow. Isn't that beautiful? Look how beautiful the mint is. You know, and Greek yogurt, you know, it reduces appetite and hunger. So for those that are trying to lose weight, to have Greek yogurt or any kind of yogurt, but I'm speaking about Greek yogurt, and I'm giving you the benefits of Greek yogurt. It boosts metabolism. So what I want to do, guys, is I'm giving you the, you know, why we need to be having this wonderful, wonderful thing of Greek yogurt. I am going to take my slices, and what I want to do is I want to julienne. Julienne means you put them all together, you roll them together like that. Get yourself a very sharp knife. Let me get this out of the way so you guys see what I'm doing. Okay, and then we are just going to julienne this. And another thing, you know, that it's a very, very good Greek yogurt. It improves health, improves bone health. It lowers blood pressure. It reduces the risk of type 2 diabetes. Yes. So now, you know, I want to have enough to just kind of spray. So I think I'm going to get a couple of more leaves, maybe 4 or 5 leaves, depending on how big your watermelon slices are. So now what I want to do is I'm going to check on my watermelon slices, and what you're looking is you're looking at things like that. You see that? Now I'm going to turn it on the other side, and I'm going to turn the other guy on the other side as well. Make sure that your cast iron skillet is big enough to get these guys. And when it does this, it just gives, you have to try it. There's no explanation on the flavor of this. I just cannot explain it, because you just have to try this. And I actually had this in Italy. Yes, I actually had this in Italy, and they didn't tell me what was in it, so I cannot figure it out. So now that we are slicing very, very thin our wonderful mint for this particular dish, get yourself a platter. Get yourself a platter like that. And then, because what I want to do is, so I can work with this, is that I want to bring my wonderful, oh yeah, baby. And now we are done with this part. I'm going to bring these guys right here, like so. I'm going to shut this off. And then what I want to do next, guys, is I want to take this beautiful yogurt. You see what I'm doing over here? And then I want to take half of, we have half a cup, and now we are going to take half of that half a cup, and we are just going to put it right in the middle like so. Oh, wait till you guys try this. It's so delicious. And then what we want to do is we want to spread this, okay, just with your little spatula. That's what I'm using, just a little spatula. See what I'm doing right here? And I would leave just the rims, just like that. Just kind of pat it like so. See what I'm doing? Just like that. See, like that? Look at that. It's just like that. It's going to give a nice crunch. It's going to give a nice, wonderful deliciousness to this. Let me just kind of spread it up over here like that. So then what we are looking at, guys, oh, I can't wait till I get into this. I really can't, because I mean, here it's almost lunchtime, and I am hungry, and we are going to manja with these. I'm just going to grab one of these, my little forks over here, because I really want to get every bit of this wonderfulness in here. Oh, yes, yes, yes. All right, so then what we're going to do next of this, we want to do is what we want to bring the cucumbers, and now we're going to add the cucumbers right into it. You know, just like, you know, you can put them, you can just kind of put them around, you know, any way you want to. You know, you can have them standing up, is however you want to make your pizza look like. You know, this is when you get to be creative. I always talk about creativity because creativity takes us into a different level of thinking. So what you're looking so far is you're looking at that. Okay, so then now I want to come in and I'm going to be utilizing my Kalamata olives, like one over here, one over there. Why not? Oh my goodness gracious. And these are Kalamata olives, wonderful Kalamata olives. They're so delicious for us and yummy. And then now, it's just a few, you don't have to use a lot of them. And then what I want to do next is I want to get my feta, my wonderful feta cheese. Oh yes, my feta cheese goes right on top of there. Because after all, this is pizza. And this is going to be our savory pizza. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's looking fabulous. It's looking marvelous. And then next, what we're going to do next, let me clean my hands over here, is that I want to take the, the sliced, the sliced very thin mint, and we're just going to add it right on top of that for digestion. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the oregano, and I'm just going to kind of let it rain a little bit of the oregano. Oh yes, baby. And then what you're looking at is you're looking at something like that. Now for the sweet part, which this is my other favorite part, the sweet part, is going to be, I am going to be utilizing, again, watermelon. I still have some sliced wonderful little mint on this side over here. And then what I want to do here is I have 3 nice slices. And then I'm going to bring my other yogurt. And what I have here is strawberry powder. This is dry strawberries that you could dry them yourself and then put them in a grinder, or you can actually buy it. So what I have here is I'm going to be utilizing a good tablespoon of that's going to go right in here, because you know, berries, I'm going to be utilizing berries with this. And what I'm going to be utilizing is I have blackberries, I have strawberries, and I have blueberries. You know, and berries are full of fiber, full of vitamin C, full of antioxidants. They're great for the heart. They lower cholesterol, they lower blood pressure, and they're low in calories, guys. That is the reason why I bring this to you. Look how beautiful this is. Look how pretty it makes this. It makes it like a pizza sauce. And you can have it as you know, as if you want it a little more redder, you can have more. You know, it's whatever makes you happy. Because, you know, food connects. Food unites. Food makes us happy. But also, if we do too much of the food, then we get too big a fat, no? And we don't want to be too big a fat. No, we don't, meaning fat. And then what I also done is I took some sliced almonds and I toasted them. That's what I'm going to be using. And I also have here in this beautiful little leaf is maple syrup. So now that I have this, I am going to bring my watermelon. And I'm telling you, if you have a party and you're having a pool party, to have something like this for your guests, they're going to go, oh my gosh. And then what you want to do is here is just put a little bit of a dollop right in the middle of this, a little bit on this over here, I can't wait, and a little bit over here. And trust me, if there's anything left on this, yes, you know what's going to happen. I am going to manage this later, you know, because it's so tasty, it's so good. It is full of vitamins, full of antioxidants. And who doesn't want to do that? Again, now what we want to do is, I like to pack my watermelon, because I really want to taste everything. I just want to taste everything. And then let me get to, actually you used the whole entire half a cup. And then, you know, let me bring this in my hand so I can show you. And we just kind of tap it like that, just kind of covering the red part but leaving the white. It just makes it such a pretty presentation, guys. Makes it a very pretty presentation. It's all about presentation. Because, you know, they say we eat with our eyes. Not really, we eat with our mouth. But if it looks good, we want to eat it. I do the same thing to this one too. And you know, everything you are having is to boost your immune system, is to boost your metabolism. Everything that I bring you guys, I bring you health and nutrition. I'm not a nutritionalist and I am not a doctor, and but this is the way that it works for me. I'm 64 years old and 0 medications. The only medications I take is for my asthma, and I intend to keep it that way. And although, my doctor says, you may want to lose a little bit of weight, Elena. Hey. My grandmother never went on a diet. My grandmother ate whatever she wanted. My mother did the same. Hey. Because we want to enjoy the vita. The vita, we want to enjoy our life. Okay, so now you got to play. You get to play. Get the kids involved with this. Get a little bit of the blackberries over here. However, how many blackberries you guys want. You could just really play with this. Get some blueberries, get some strawberries in between there and there. Make it a little pretty. It's what, again, have fun with this, because food should be fun. Food should not be a chore. Although I know for those mamas, I was a single mom for a long time, but it was always such a joy to me to have food in my home. It was always such a joy for my daughter to have healthy food, because that's so important, because that's health. And then look at this. You just play. See how you play? You just play. There's nothing to be stressed about. There's too much stuff going on in the world. Choose not to be stressed. Stress kills you. Yeah, stress creates a lot of problems, guys. And the last thing we need is to be more stressed. Oh, mamma mia. So then what I want to do over here is I want to bring my almonds. I just want to kind of drizzle them on the floor. Not on the floor. Some of them went on the floor. And Reggie, no, you got to get out of here. You cannot be in here. He's trying to eat the almonds. He loves almonds. This dog, he was born in America, but he's more Italian because he likes his spaghetti. And you better give him a meatball. Okay, so now that you have this deliciousness like that, then now what you want to do, if you want to, you don't have to, is to drizzle a little bit of the maple syrup right over that. Not too much, just to kind of give it a little sweetness, because yogurt, it's a little tart. And then what I want to do is I want to bring back my other platter, move my other things out of the way, because what I want to do next is I want to bring these wonderful deliciousness. Look, don't you want to take a bite? Manja. Then I want to bring one over here like so. Maybe another one like that. Move my wonderful guys on the other side. Bring this guys over here. And then the way that I want to, it is such a beautiful. And then what I'm going to do with the rest of the slice, remember how we sliced the mint? Then we just put a little bit of mint right on top of that. Mint is wonderful for you. It cleanses the palate. It's just great for digestion. And it's just beautiful. It just gives that little extra look. And it's so pretty, like in a magazine. And then what you guys have, are you ready? Let me bring this to you guys. We have our wonderful mixed berry watermelon pizza. We have the Savory right here. And we also have the wonderful sweet ones, which I absolutely adore. That's all I have for you today, guys. I want to thank my wonderful sponsors, Cola Harris at FARMASI. I want to thank Stephen Bailey with the Bailey Fishing Charters. I want to thank Sol Angels for College Street to give my beautiful nails. I want to thank Dario Rodriguez with Life and Food Superstores, and I want to thank you for joining.